guys, I'm Lane, and I play on the Midgard server, which is a survival server. This build itself I'm creating in the flatlands that they have where you can test out builds. And one of the things I wanted to build for our main street was, or not a main street, but our spawn was like a Main Street USA sort of feel. And I had found this picture of like an old hardware store slash restaurant. I thought it was really cute. And as I was finishing up these two buildings, I thought, wouldn't it be fun to add Bob's Burgers next door? You know, like it has the right feel. So then the challenge was, how do I make a Bob's Burgers build more compact and less cartoonish? I've seen some great builds out there, Bob's Burgers, but a lot of them are very bright, like cartoony, which makes sense. But I wanted my Bob's Burgers restaurant to fit more into the feel of that classic Main Street USA sort of architecture. So I looked at so many reference pictures and I had to cut some things to make it work the way I wanted it to. But overall, this is my end result. So this is the exterior, as you see, our front, which I do like the way it turned out. I may be building more little, buildings onto the side, but here's the back. We have our crates, our dumpster, our fire escape, lots of wiring and pipes, whatnot, even a trash can, and the When Harry Met Smoothie truck, because that's what I love that episode. There's not a lot of episodes that I don't like in Bob's Burgers, so yeah, I really liked that When Harry Met Smoothie. And I thought adding that truck back there behind these buildings, because they're not quite as big as the Bob's Burgers build, as you see here. So let's go ahead and we will fly our way to the front again. And then there's just some other builds that other folks on the server have been working on. So we will go right in through the front here into our restaurant. So first up, there are a lot of things that are accurate. The amount of hanging ceiling lights, the placement of boards and signs. We're going to pretend that's the burger sign. The amount of benches. Now, because of scale, I've made some choices on coloring. So instead of using nether brick, because it's a very deep red, for the bar I used acacia wood, which of course, as you know, is orange, so orange and yellow. Though I might try the nether brick. We'll see. I didn't like it initially. For the little stools at the bar, I don't particularly like how the carpet goes over the height of the bar itself, or even matches it. So I'm uncertain of that. I thought about adding a half slab, but then that messes up a lot more of the build. So in fixing it, I feel like we break a lot of other things. So I may or may not keep the carpet on top, but for now, we'll see. But we have our shelving, our TV, and whatnot, and the layout's pretty much the same. Piping and air vents, and then we have the fish odor bathroom. I used hoppers for the one's the toilet. Who knows what they all are for. Again, because of scale, I wasn't able to accurately depict the kitchen other than one side of the kitchen, which I'm pretty happy with. We have a prep area. We have where Bob will be cooking the burgers. I think I'm going to put some railing here, like maybe a powered rail to get a different bit of a look there, just for fun. Then again, this takes us to the back that I showed you guys before. Little closet there, and then we go down into the basement where they sometimes are grinding meat, not horse meat. Some of the utilities, and then we have our cooler area, and of course I had to use packed ice the way they did in the episode where we could have a Thunderdome, ice dome sort of thing going on. I just used trapdoors for the shelves in there. I thought that worked pretty well. And yeah, we have the little mats on the floor. The flooring in Bob's Burgers is green, a greenish, but I'm already using a lot of like darker greens. They didn't have a light green that I like, so I went ahead and I used end stone, or end like the bricks, because it kind of has, I mean, it's yellow, creamy, but it sort of does lean toward the greener end of the spectrum. So overall, pretty happy with the restaurant. Then we have the house, place to put the keys. They have a little rug, mirror, and we're just going to go upstairs. And we'll go straight into the living room, orange couch, lamps, hanging plants and everything, TV, armoire, things like that. The door to Bob and Linda's room, which of course there are 2 doors to Bob and Linda's room. The only thing I wasn't able to fit in here was the secondary nightstand that's on Bob's side of the bed. I do faux closets, so I just place doors. We have a chest for their dresser. This would be where the window would have been, and of course they have a little chair. Bob and Linda's room is actually pretty bland when you look at the photos. This is Gene's room. He has his red bed, rug, shelving. He has his own closet space. Here, let me kind of show you the overall view of this. This is Gene's room. My favorite room in the house is Louise's room, which is a closet bedroom. Just barely fits her bed, a little dresser. She has a lot on the wall, which I think is kind of cute with Louise. And she's my favorite character, so I wish I could get a Coochie Copie in there. We have, of course, Tina's room, her desk where she can write her erotic friend fiction. Dressers, I use shulker boxes. I may change a little bit here in her room just for sake of it flowing a bit better. We'll see in the future, but for right now, I'm pretty happy with how her room turned out. My least favorite room is the bathroom because of scale, I wasn't able to make it as large as I would have liked to fit a sink and the toilet in. But overall, the layout is correct, but with no sink. And then lastly, we have the kitchen. So this is where the Belchers would be eating, and Bob would be cooking his Thanksgiving turkey. Green cabinets, little microwave on top of the refrigerator, and yeah, where the Belchers congregate, and we have the hall closet. So that is this build. I'm sorry if I'm moving. I've never done one of these videos before. So yes, this is the kitchen area, kind of view from the top, you can see there. And we'll go back to the living room one more time so you can kind of get a view for this room as well and how that looks. I think what I may do here is actually a potted plant with like a fern in there to make it look a little better. But yeah, I'm only showing you with the regular texture pack. I use Pure BD typically for my texture pack until Soartex one day gets updated, which is of course my favorite. But yeah, that's it, our Bob's Burgers build. I hope you guys enjoyed this, my first ever Minecraft sort of video. Yeah, enjoy. Bye.